Welcome back to episode 4 of this Arsenal career mode. We're just having a quick look at the table before we start this new month. As you can see, we're sat in 9th right now, quite a bit off top 4, so we really need to pick it up in the Premier League. But first, we have a Europa League tie against Standard Liège at the Emirates. As you can see from the side, we've brought in a couple of different players: Willock and Nketiah, Guendouzi, Martinelli, Pablo Mari. Callum Chambers comes in, captaining the side today. So a bit of a rotated side. I don't really know anybody from Standard Liège, to be honest, but it'll be Arsenal coming forward first with Guendouzi. Play through Eddie Nketiah, takes one touch around the defender, brilliant work. The shot quite comfortably saved though. Willock into Nketiah again, who gets fouled on the edge of the area. A really good position to be in, and a good opportunity for Arsenal to take the lead early on. Thomas Lemar stands over it. Whether he'll take it or not is a different matter. He lines it up, but I think we're going to go for something off the training ground into Dani Ceballos and blocked through to the goalkeeper, and they get away with that on. Eddie Nketiah plays in Joseph Willock, who looks to turn. Nice little pass in play. Thomas Lemar gets a little bit lucky. Played into Dani Ceballos, who hits it first time on the volley. Unfortunately couldn't finish, and leaves me with a bit of frustration, but it's all Arsenal right now, and we managed to play our way through with Martinelli into Joseph Willock. A brilliant finish. That is one of the best finishes you'll see all season, as he goes off to celebrate in front of the fans, but unfortunately he is offside by quite a bit, but promising from the young lads. Thomas Lemar again on the ball, looking to get around his man. He'll cut inside, little dink into Willock. Look at this, beautiful turn and an acrobatic finish. Unfortunately not enough to challenge the keeper. Standard Liège get their first opportunity of the game, and it is a good one. I think it's Martinez in goal today. Makes a good enough save to deny him. I think it's Martinez, might be Leno, I don't really remember, maybe it is Leno. But Standard Liège came forward again. They've got the momentum right now, and they play it through the middle. Avanetti out wide to Bolovic. I'm butchering all these names. Luckily it is offside, which denies them a goal there. Here's Martinelli now on the ball, looking to get something going before half time. Eddie Nketiah picks it up on the swing, who's been fantastic for us so far this season. Willock back to Nketiah. Nketiah, lovely little turn and a fantastic driven finish into the bottom corner. Eddie Nketiah and Joseph Willock really starting to make a name for themselves here at Arsenal, and that is a fabulous finish from Eddie Nketiah to put us up 1-0 just before half time. So a fantastic position to be in going into the second half, and as you can see, the fans are going crazy for that one. We love a Europa League night, and let's hope to get us back to Champions League nights if we continue this good form in the Europa League by winning the whole tournament. But an excellent finish, good work by Willock, and he just takes an extra touch, and then the curve on that is fantastic. He's off balance, doesn't matter, great finish, and I think him and Willock are definitely pushing for a position in the first team. As you can see there, I'm more than happy with Eddie Nketiah's performances at the moment. I believe that's his second goal. Yeah, second goal in the Europa League. And at half time we go and winning 1-0. So decent position to be in. It was all us in the first half. We do need to be a bit more clinical in the second half with our chances. But let's hope we can do that and push on. It would be them coming out the blocks straight away. Standard Liège coming forward, hitting the post. It's unlucky for them. And now Willock on the ball, looking to get something going again. Eddie Nketiah with a good turn, and again denied by the goalkeeper. He's good at those turns. Kieran Tierney now coming down the wing in that left back position. Can he get a cross in? Lovely little spin inside. Sends his defender to the ground. Willock picks it up. Willock! Awful from Willock. He saw his name in lights. Couldn't finish. We're going to make 3 changes, bringing on Reece Nelson, Saka and Cedric, just to get some rotation going and get these boys some movement off the pitch. Here's Cedric now. Knocks it inside to Reece Nelson. Lovely turn from Reece Nelson. Spins the other defender, and that is an incredible goal. Arguably goal of the season, that one. Brilliant from Reece Nelson. And he bags himself to the second goal of the game for Arsenal. He celebrates in a similar fashion to the way Eddie Nketiah has, because we've pretty much confirmed the win there. Brilliant spin from Reece Nelson. Cuts inside beautifully, and that is a great finish in off the post. No chance for the goalkeeper to save that one. And we go 2-0 up. Reece Nelson has been impressing. Is there a chance that he makes it in the first team? Who knows? He was one of the players that I was a bit unsure about at the start of the season, but he's definitely turning my head and making me notice him performance after performance. And in the 72nd minute we go 2-0 up. Let's hold this. Guendouzi nicks it just 5 minutes later, and it's Willock again on the ball, looking to get around his man. Does a good job, drags it back inside for Dani Ceballos, and a good finish from Dani Ceballos, who is really impressing in these Europa League games. He certainly steps up. He goes a bit nuts with his finish, with his celebration, from the finish. I'm not really sure what he's doing there, and I don't think any of the Arsenal players did either, as they didn't join in. But brilliant work from Willock again, and a good finish from Tobias into that bottom corner, which should wrap up this game. Danny Tobias, definitely a player that should be getting more game time. But we'll see as the season goes on, and as you can see, I'm more than happy because I know the game's wrapped up at this point. Pretty much 3 points in the bag in the Europa League yet again, something for the home fans to celebrate, because at the moment in the Premier League we haven't had that. They might have one more opportunity here, but it's comfortably caught by Bernd Leno, who did start this game, and we win 3-0 at home in the Europa League. We're doing really well in the Europa League. You'll see how we're doing in the cup competitions. We've been doing okay, but the Premier League has been a real struggle at the moment, and we have Bournemouth next. Arsenal starting with Bernd Leno in goal. Similar backline as always for the Premier League. Torreira and Xhaka in that midfield as always. Pepe, Sabitzer and Aubameyang with Lacazette up top. Obviously Sabitzer in good form at the minute, so I'm hoping he can continue that into this game today. As for Bournemouth, they set up like this. Aaron Ramsdale, very good keeper in goal. Cook, Francis Ake and Charlie Daniels, a decent backline. Wilson, Billing, Battaglia, Gulic and Stanislas with Callum Wilson up top. A good side, but definitely beatable. They have Ryan Fraser, Lerma on the bench, Solanke as well, who they can bring on. Be Bournemouth with the first opportunity of the game. Wilson plays in Stanislas, and instantly, just 6 minutes in, we fall asleep and find ourselves 1-0 down through a junior Stanislas goal. Not the best of players by any means, but he's proven us wrong there, and he makes it 1-0 to Bournemouth. Callum Wilson, good work from him. He's going to be a threat today, but I don't know what Socrates and David, I don't know what's going on. Bellerin tried to cover, but it was never going to get there, and Stanislas gets in front of his man. Leno goes the wrong way, and it's a good finish from Stanislas, nothing taken away from him, and Bournemouth take a shock 1-0 lead just early on, and the home crowd are getting a little bit agitated with the Premier League performances at the minute, and I don't blame them in all honesty. And again, Socrates gives it away, and it's now into Stanislas again, and it's 2. Just in 23 minutes we find ourselves 2-0 down, and we've got a real mountain to climb if we want to get back into this game. Stanislas obviously happy with his performances so far. If you're a Bournemouth fan or manager, Socrates just gives it away, and he's been awful for us at the moment, Socrates. Leno really probably should be doing better, but I think he was caught a bit off guard by the fact that it was given away. It's not a bad finish from Stanislas by any means, but I would have hoped Leno would be a little more reactive to that one. Stanislas happy with his goal there, and he gets his third for the season just 24 minutes in, and he might have killed us off already, but we'll have this next chance just before half time, and it's a good finish from Aubameyang, who's not been the most productive when it comes to goals, but he has managed to score himself one there and get us back in this tie just before half time, which is good. A lovely little pass from Sabitzer, that is fantastic, and just proves his quality. And Aubameyang with a good finish there, no chance for the goalkeeper. And Ramsdale from that sort of range, Aubameyang cultured when it comes to those types of finishes. And we find ourselves at 2-1 just before half time, which is obviously a good position to be in. Eddie Howe not happy with the defending there, rightly so. I would say it was quite poor, but at half time we go in losing 2-1, which is not a good position to be in, but we have the momentum going into the second half. We'll see. 60 minutes in, nothing's really happened. We bring on Martinelli and Thomas Lemar to try and get something out of this game, and instantly we give it away, which is not good. Harry Wilson picks it up into Callum Wilson, who shoots, and a good save from Bernd Leno to deny. From that following corner, the header just wide, and I'm sure that goes out for a goal kick, but apparently it's a corner, and from that resulting corner, Ryan Fraser absolutely rifles one into that top corner after coming off the bench to make it 3-1 to Bournemouth, and I think that probably is game over now. I can't see us scoring 3 goals to get 3 points. Maybe a point is on the card, but 3 points has gone, and it's a fantastic finish. Nothing you can do about that. David Luiz has to get there quicker, but what can you say when you can see goals like that? There's nothing you can do, nothing Leno could do, and as you can see, yeah, I put my hand up, but I think it's more in disbelief more than anything that we're losing 3-1 to Bournemouth. It's just not good enough, and the fans are starting to realise that. Aubameyang knocks it into Sabitzer, who does well here, cuts inside, doesn't really have any options, kind of runs himself into trouble, manages to keep it really well, but Torreira, his shot blocked and nothing came of it. Again, it's Arsenal coming forward. Thomas Lemar now, he has no option in the middle, goes for goal, it falls back kindly to him, and somehow he squeezes that one in. I'm not really too sure how he's managed that, but we'll take it. And 3-2 with not long left to go. Can we nick a point at home? It's a good save from Ramsdale to begin with, but it just falls kindly for Lemar, and Ramsdale can't react quick enough. And Thomas Lemar, he's got a few goals this season, to be honest, most of them off the bench though. I need him to really start providing as a finisher, and as you see, I'm starting to spur my plays on a little bit more now that we're back in this game with 15 minutes or so to go. We can definitely steal a point without a shadow of a doubt. But it'll be Bournemouth to come forward yet again, playing a nice ball through. Bernd Leno keeps us in this one. We come forward now with Marcel Sabitzer. Is a point on the cards. Good save from Ramsdale. It was kind of straight at him, really. And then we give it away late on. A great ball through to Callum Wilson. Socrates is never chasing that. Bernd Leno comes out to try and put him off, and that is a phenomenal finish from Callum Wilson. Cultured, experienced, class is what Callum Wilson has put on display today, and he gives Bournemouth the win there. Gives Bournemouth all 3 points away from home at Arsenal. At the moment, any team that comes to the Emirates is rubbing their hands together, because it seems very easy to take points off us in the Premier League right now, and Bournemouth have nicked 3 points in spectacular fashion. That is a wonderful finish from Callum Wilson. It gets everything right with it. Socrates too slow, and I'm just my head in my hands, I'm nearly falling to my knees. We get one more opportunity before the end of the game. Martinelli denied well by Ramsdale, who's been good today, and we end up losing 4-2 at home to Bournemouth. It's not acceptable, it's not good enough, and we'll have to try and redeem ourselves in this next game, which is up against Sheffield away from home. Always a tough place to go to. They are very defensive, and we just got to hope that something comes good. Sheffield start with Dean Henderson in goal, who's always a difficulty to get past. Starting with 5 at the back, Jack Rodwell in that back line. It's an odd choice. A good midfield, and Mousse and McBurney up top. On paper, not the best of sides. In reality, a very good unit. We start with Bernd Leno in goal, Hector Bellerin at the back. We bring in Mustafi for this one, and Kieran Tierney as Kolasinac, and Socrates did not impress. We also go with a front 3 this time, and we bring in Ozil as well in for Xhaka. Lemar starting on that right wing, see if he can make a difference today. Sheffield early on though, good save from Bernd Leno to keep us in this one. We shouldn't really have to be being kept in this one. Good movement. Aubameyang does score, but he is offside, and still 0-0. Sheffield then will come forward. Here's Mousse, plays it into Burge. Burge back to Mousse. Good block from David Luiz, and it's cleared away. So quite end-to-end stuff right now. Ozil takes a shot just before half-time, and it's over the bar. And at half-time, it's 0-0. Not the worst position to be in against a strong Sheffield outfit at their Stadium Bramall Lane. But we need to really nick a win if we can, because we've been playing quite poor in the Premier League. Lacazette here, well blocked. Pepe scores. Well, he doesn't score actually, he's denied, but he was offside anyway. Sam Baldock down this wing. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can. And what is Mustafi doing? I do not have a clue what Shokran Mustafi is doing there. The defence is infuriating here at Arsenal, that's for sure. And if anything, it's made me realise that we certainly need a centre-back come January. That's the position we are going to sign our player in. Obviously, we get 3 signings a year, 2 in summer and 1 in January. And I think we've realised that 1 in January is necessary for that back line, because at the moment we are exposed time after time. And as you can see, I'm furious. It doesn't matter who I bring in, they're never good enough. And Oliver McBurney gets his first goal of the season against us, and they come forward again. Bernd Leno punches away. John Fleck picks it up. Nice little touchdown, and it's blocked, and it's still with them. Mousse blocked again, and the shot ends up in the hands of Leno in the end. We have a free kick, which we go short with. Mustafi looking for something, lays it into Aubameyang, who gets the shot off, well blocked, and gets a second, just wide. Good technique. Good power, just couldn't put it on target. Needs to really be putting them on target. Mousse now plays it into McGoldrick, who's off the bench, and that is a class finish from Sheffield and McGoldrick. And not happy at the moment. Premier League, we are awful Arsenal. As you can see, is probably what I'm going to title this video. It's just poor. Time after time we're exposed. This time playing it through. Lovely little dink. And a great finish. Leno tries to get out to it, but again, where's Mustafi? Where's David Luiz? It's infuriating. And we're down 2-0. And truthfully, I can't see a way back. We didn't look like scoring in this game. And will we go on to score? Probably not. So at Bramwell Lane, currently 2-0 down. Through David McGoldrick. We then have a corner late on. Oh no, it's Sheffield corner, which is headed wide. And a late free kick. Aubameyang lays into Sabitzer, and that just sums up our game. He normally puts them on target at least. Very late on into the game, last minute, Guendouzi just shoots for the sake of it. And as you can hear, I am not happy. We lose 2-0. And that'll be it for this one. Hopefully better in the next one.